2026 is about to make every PS5 game you own look completely outdated. We're talking graphics so good, they'll make you question if you're looking at real life. I've seen the future of gaming, and honestly, it looks absolutely incredible. These 20 games are pushing the PlayStation 5 to its absolute limits, with visuals that are genuinely amazing. From massive sea monsters to futuristic cities, from ancient mythical worlds to outer space adventures, we've got it all! So buckle up, because we're about to explore the most stunning games coming to PS5 in 2026. Trust me, you're going to want to see every single one of these. Let's dive in! Okay, Tides of Annihilation is coming out in 2026, and wow, the graphics look absolutely amazing. We're talking about giant sea monsters that are bigger than anything you've ever seen. The water looks so real. Every wave splashes and moves like you're watching the actual ocean. You play as a brave hero trying to stop an ancient ocean creature from flooding the whole world, which sounds super exciting. The cities look incredibly realistic, with water flowing through streets. What really amazed me is how beautiful everything looks. When the sun shines through clouds onto the water, it's genuinely gorgeous. The characters look super detailed too. You can see water dripping off their armor and everything. The action looks fun and exciting, not slow or boring. I'm really curious to see if the gameplay is as good as it looks. The creators are clearly using all of the PlayStation 5's power to make this game look incredible. Everything from the giant monsters to the cities looks next-gen amazing. I'm really excited about this one. Valor Mortis looks like an incredible fantasy adventure, and the graphics are seriously impressive. This is a medieval world full of castles, knights, and magical adventures. The art style is absolutely beautiful. We're talking about huge castles with amazing lighting effects, and character designs that look like they came straight out of an epic fantasy movie. What stands out is the atmosphere they've created. You'll explore mysterious graveyards and ancient kingdoms, and every detail looks fantastic. The PlayStation 5 makes everything shine and looks super realistic. The combat moves are smooth and exciting. When you swing a sword, you can see the power behind it with cool sparks flying everywhere. The worlds are massive too, where you can see entire kingdoms stretching out in front of you. We don't know much about the story yet, but from what we can see, this looks absolutely amazing. It's beautiful, it's exciting, and it looks like it's going to be super fun to play. Team Ninja is back with Neo 3 on February 6th, and it looks incredible on PlayStation 5. This is an action-adventure game set in ancient Japan. The graphics are amazing. We're talking about beautiful temples, bamboo forests, and Japanese villages that look absolutely gorgeous. The characters are so detailed you can even see their hair moving in the wind. When you fight mythical creatures from Japanese legends, they look spectacular. Some of them are 3 stories tall with amazing special effects that light up the screen. The action is fast and exciting, and on PS5 it runs super smoothly, which makes the game feel awesome to play. The special effects are crazy cool. Lightning crackling across your sword, fire explosions that look amazing. What I love is that it looks beautiful and plays smoothly at the same time. This is a challenging adventure game, so it might be tough for some players, but if you want an exciting quest with next-gen graphics, this looks fantastic. Team Ninja really knows how to make cool games. Resident Evil 9 is coming February 27th, and it's called Requiem. After how good the last game looked, this one looks even more impressive. The graphics engine they use keeps getting better, and this game shows off some really cool technology. This is a mystery adventure game with lots of exploring. The environments are super detailed. Imagine exploring old buildings where everything looks incredibly realistic with amazing lighting effects. The characters' faces look so lifelike that you can see their expressions change, which makes the story really interesting. The creature designs are creative and imaginative. The main enemies they're showing look really cool. If you like adventure games with mysteries to solve, this looks really exciting. February can't come fast enough. Can't come. March 19th brings us Crimson Desert, and this might be one of the most beautiful open-world games ever made. This comes from the creators of Black Desert, and they've made something absolutely stunning. We're talking about a huge medieval fantasy world where every area looks completely different and completely amazing. The desert areas have sand that moves with the wind. The snowy mountains have individual snowflakes you can actually see, and the forests are so detailed, it's incredible. The characters look fantastic. When they talk in cutscenes, it looks like a movie. The action is exciting and looks really cool. You'll fight huge bosses with amazing special effects that are just showing off how good the graphics can be. What really amazed me is the weather system. When it rains, everything gets shiny and wet. When there's a storm, lightning lights up the whole world in ways that make you want to stop and stare. My only question is, will there be enough fun stuff to do in this beautiful world, because I want the gameplay to be as good as it looks. But if they get everything right, this could be one of the best games of the year. Mudong. Two Hearts is this amazing Korean action adventure coming in 2026. And visually, it's doing things that look absolutely incredible. The art style mixes traditional Korean culture with magical fantasy, and the result is stunningly beautiful. You play as a shaman, that's like a spiritual warrior with magical powers, who can switch between the normal world and a magical spirit world. When you jump between these two worlds, the graphics completely transform, and it's so cool. The real world is gorgeous, with beautiful Korean temples and nature that looks photorealistic. Trees sway naturally, water flows perfectly, everything feels alive and real. But then you switch to the spirit realm, and suddenly colors explode everywhere. Magical spirits appear with these glowing effects that are absolutely mesmerizing. The character designs are inspired by actual Korean mythology, which gives everything this super unique look you won't find in other games. The combat animations are silky smooth with special abilities that create stunning visual effects across the screen. What impresses me most is the attention to cultural detail. The buildings, the clothing, the weapons, everything looks authentic and really special. The PlayStation 5 is handling all this smoothly, which is impressive given how much is happening on screen. Korean game developers have been making some amazing games lately, so I'm really excited. If you want something that looks completely different from everything else, definitely keep your eye on this one. Insomniac is making a Wolverine game for fall 2026, and after what they did with Spider-Man, this looks really exciting. The footage we've seen looks insanely good. The character model for Logan looks perfect and really detailed. You can see the character in his face, and his famous metal claws look awesome. The environments they've shown look realistic and match Wolverine's superhero style perfectly. What's going to be really cool is seeing his super healing powers in the game. Early previews show how his healing factor works in real time, which is super interesting. The combat looks incredibly fun and action-packed. The PlayStation 5 speed means no loading screens between the open world and indoor areas, keeping you in the action constantly. My only question is, Insomniac is also working on Spider-Man and other projects. Can they make another awesome superhero game while working on everything else? Their track record says yes, but we'll see when we get to play it. Based purely on graphics though, this is shaping up to be one of the best looking superhero games ever made. I'm really excited to see more. November 19th is when GTA 6 finally comes out, and it looks absolutely incredible. We're talking about a game that might show us what next-gen gaming truly means. The setting is Vice City, which is inspired by Miami, and the way they've created it is mind-blowing. We're talking about a living, breathing city where every building looks unique, every street has amazing details, and the lighting makes everything look like real life. The character models are on another level. The faces during conversations are so good you might forget you're playing a game. When it rains, the streets get wet and reflect lights in ways that are just stunning. The ocean looks incredible too, with waves that move realistically. Cars look amazing with super realistic damage when they crash. It looks and feels real. What really impresses me is how huge everything is. This map is reportedly massive, and unlike some games, every area looks specially made and different. Forests, beaches, cities, all created with incredible detail. The PlayStation 5 is clearly being pushed to show what it can really do. This looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to explore this huge world. Onimusha is coming back in 2026, and Capcom is making it look phenomenal. If you don't know Onimusha, it's basically samurai warriors in feudal Japan having epic adventures, and it looks awesome. The graphics are using special technology that makes everything look spectacular. We're talking about Japanese castles that look historically accurate, but with magical twists. The architecture is detailed down to individual wooden beams and beautiful paper walls. The main character's armor reflects light realistically, and his sword, which is clearly the star of the show, gleams and shines beautifully. The combat looks exciting and fluid with elegant animations. The creature designs are creative and cool, inspired by Japanese folklore and legends. What I love is the atmosphere they've created. Foggy nights with the moon barely visible, lightning storms during boss battles, cherry blossoms falling while you're on adventures. It's cinematic in the best way possible. The PlayStation 5 is running everything super smoothly, which makes the combat feel amazing. This looks like a really fun action-adventure game. Sometimes classic gameplay with cutting-edge graphics is exactly what we need, and this game looks like it's nailing that combination perfectly. Fable is finally releasing in autumn 2026, and it looks absolutely magical. The team making this are experts at creating beautiful open worlds, and they've brought that expertise to this fantasy RPG. The British countryside setting is rendered with this storybook quality that's charming and beautiful. Rolling hills, ancient forests, quirky villages. Everything has this fairy tale vibe, but with modern graphics making it look incredible. Character customization looks amazing. Your hero changes visually based on your choices, getting stronger from training or looking more magical if you use spells. It's not just numbers changing, it's physical changes you can actually see. The creature designs are classic Fable fun. Funny chickens, silly trolls, everything has tons of personality. What's impressive is the lighting and weather system. Sunrise over the Fable world is legitimately gorgeous, and when it storms, you really feel it. The characters in the world are more detailed than ever, with great facial expressions and animations that make everything feel alive. Fable has always been funny and charming, and the graphics support that with fun animations and visual jokes. The PlayStation 5 version should run smoothly with fast loading between areas. If they've nailed the humor and gameplay like it looks, this could be something really special. I'm super excited for this one. Spine is this cool cyberpunk game expected in 2026, and the visuals look absolutely wild. Imagine a futuristic city with neon lights everywhere in the most amazing way possible. You play as a special agent in a future city, and the graphics capture this perfectly. The city is massive, stretching way up into the sky with buildings, bright advertisements, and holograms everywhere. Rain is constantly falling, creating these incredible reflections on every surface that look phenomenal. The technology enhancements on your character look insanely detailed. You can see mechanical parts glowing with lights and cool tech integrated into the character. It looks super futuristic and amazing. The action is fast and exciting with effects that look really real. When things explode, and yes, lots of things explode, the special effects are crazy good. What really stands out is the color palette. Spine uses bright pinks, electric blues, and neon greens. It's visually exciting, and I absolutely love it. The PlayStation 5 is clearly working hard to show all these lights and reflections while running smoothly. If you're into sci-fi and want your eyes dazzled by neon colors and futuristic cities, this is definitely your game. This looks so unique and exciting. The new Tomb Raider is coming in 2026, and it's all about the legendary lost city of Atlantis. Underwater ruins, graphics that make your jaw drop. Lara Croft has never looked this good. The character looks incredibly detailed with realistic movements and expressions that actually show emotion. When she's excited about a discovery, you see it. When she's determined to solve a puzzle, you feel it. But the real star is the environments. These underwater sections are breathtaking, literally. Sunlight shines through water, creating these beautiful light rays. Ancient statues covered in coral look photorealistic, and sea creatures swim around, adding life to these ancient cities. The attention to detail on the ruins is insane. You can see ancient carvings, gold still gleaming despite the ocean, and chambers that are sometimes flooded and sometimes dry. When you're exploring on land, tropical islands look lush and beautiful. Jungles are thick with plants that move as you push through them. Caves have lighting that creates excitement. And the weather effects, storms, fog, sunsets, are all gorgeous. Puzzle sections use clever lighting, making you use shadows and reflections to solve challenges. The exploration looks more exciting than previous games. If they balance everything right and the story is great, this could be the best-looking adventure game we've ever seen. I can't wait to explore Atlantis. March 27th brings us a new James Bond game called First Light, and it looks spectacular. This is young Bond before he became the famous super spy, which is a really interesting idea. The graphics have a cool 1960s spy vibe, but with modern technology making everything look amazing. The locations they've shown are diverse and gorgeous. Snowy Berlin with beautiful streets, fancy Monaco casinos with incredible detail, and hidden jungle bases. Every environment looks carefully created and beautiful. The character model for Bond looks great. He's younger and learning to become the spy we know. The facial animations during conversations are movie quality, which matters for a story-driven game. The stealth gameplay looks smooth with realistic lighting and shadows you can hide in. When action happens, It's intense with great effects and movement. Cars look incredible too, with classic 1960s designs that look perfect. The PlayStation 5 is handling massive environments smoothly, which is important for open areas. What impresses me is the style. It feels like a genuine Bond film, but you get to play it. The music, the camera work during action scenes, the sophistication of the visuals. IO Interactive proved with their other games they know how to make smart stealth games. If they bring that quality to Bond with these graphics, we're in for something really special. This looks super cool. Blood Message is expected in 2026, and it's a challenging adventure game inspired by games like Dark Souls. The graphics have a gothic fantasy style, and they look amazing. We're talking about medieval European cities with impressive architecture. Think castles, stained glass windows, towering cathedrals, all with a dark fantasy twist. The architecture details are really impressive. Character designs for both your hero and the creatures are fantastic. Your character wears this cool long coat that moves naturally. Weapons look awesome and powerful, and every piece of gear has intricate details. The monster designs are creative and imaginative, inspired by medieval legends and folklore with bosses that are huge and fill the screen. Combat animations look powerful and exciting. When you swing a big sword, it looks and feels strong with cool effects. The lighting system is phenomenal, using torches and firelight to create atmosphere. Boss battle arenas are spectacular with amazing scale that shows off the PlayStation 5's power. This is clearly a challenging game that requires skill and practice. But for players who love adventure games with tough battles, this looks incredible. The graphics are definitely there. Purely visually, this looks absolutely amazing and really exciting. Aphelion is coming in 2026, and it's a space exploration game that looks absolutely stunning. We're talking about amazing graphics that show what the PlayStation 5 can really do. The planets you explore are diverse and gorgeous. Ice worlds with snowstorms, jungle planets with glowing alien plants, desert worlds with sandstorms that look incredibly realistic. Each planet type is detailed and unique. What really impresses me is the sense of scale. When you're on a planet looking up at multiple moons or a giant ringed planet, it's breathtaking and beautiful. The space sections are equally gorgeous with colorful nebulas, asteroid fields, and your ship flying through it all smoothly. Your spacecraft is customizable and looks incredible. The engines glow beautifully, and flying through a planet's atmosphere creates these cool heat effects. Character models inside the ship and during exploration are detailed with realistic spacesuits. Alien creatures have creative designs that feel properly alien and unique. The weather and day-night cycles are amazing. Watching sunrise on an alien world is genuinely beautiful. The PlayStation 5's technology means jumping between space and planets happens instantly with no loading screens. The graphics are clearly incredible. If they fill this game with enough cool content and variety to keep exploration interesting, this could be the space game we've been waiting for. I'm super excited to explore these alien worlds. Control Resonant is expected in 2026, and if you loved the first Control game, prepare to have your mind blown by the graphics. Remedy Entertainment is back doing what they do best. Weird supernatural stuff that looks incredible. The Oldest House is back but expanded and even more mysterious than before. We're talking about amazing architecture that shifts and changes while you're looking at it. Hallways that extend into impossible spaces, rooms that seem to defy the laws of physics. It's like a magical building that keeps surprising you. The PlayStation 5 is handling all this reality bending perfectly. The lighting is really special here. Ray tracing makes reflections and shadows behave in really cool ways that add to the mystery. When supernatural events happen, and they happen all the time, the special effects are spectacular. Objects float with realistic physics, energy blasts light up entire rooms, and everything looks chaotic but amazing. Jessie, the main character, looks even better now with facial animation that's basically perfect. During the intense story moments, you can see every emotion on her face. The powers you use are visually stunning. Telekinesis that lets you move huge objects, shields made of floating debris, and flight that leaves trails of energy. It looks so cool. The enemy designs are creative and imaginative, especially the transformed enemies who move in these unusual ways. Graphically, this is a showpiece for what PlayStation 5 can do with supernatural powers and mystery. I'm so excited for this one. April 24th brings us Pragmata, Capcom's mysterious sci-fi game that's been teased for years. The graphics are genuinely next level, showing off photorealistic visuals that are honestly amazing. We're on the moon. Yes, the actual moon, in a future where humanity has colonized it. The lunar surface looks incredibly real. Like, it looks like actual NASA photos. You can see craters, moon dust, and Earth hanging in the dark sky looking beautiful and distant. The attention to space detail is impressive. Your character is this astronaut with a holographic companion, and the technology looks super believable. The spacesuit has realistic details, reflections on the helmet show the environment perfectly, and movements look just right for low gravity on the moon. What's amazing is the contrast between the empty moon landscape and the advanced technology everywhere. Abandoned bases, spacecraft, mysterious structures, all created with incredible detail. The lighting is phenomenal because, well, it's space. When the sun hits surfaces, they're super bright. In shadows, it's really dark. The PlayStation 5's graphics capabilities are getting a serious workout here. We've also seen glimpses of Earth locations that look equally stunning, with cities and nature that look beautiful. The graphics are absolutely gorgeous, no question. This looks like an incredible sci-fi adventure, and I can't wait to learn more about the story and explore the moon. So exciting! Saros drops April 30th, and it's this awesome indie game with graphics that look amazing. It's a time loop game with a unique art style that mixes animated style with realistic textures. The result is this gorgeous hybrid that looks like a playable painting. You're stuck reliving the same day on this alien planet, and the environment design is super creative. The planet has these massive crystal structures that catch light in mesmerizing ways, glowing plants that pulse with light, and ruins from an ancient alien civilization that look both mysterious and somehow familiar. The color palette is bold. Deep purples, bright oranges, electric blues. Everything looks vibrant and pops off the screen. Your character has this flowing movement style with animations that are smooth and stylish. The action is fast-paced with energy weapons that leave beautiful light trails and explosions that are colorful and spectacular. What's clever is how the time loop affects the visuals. Each loop, the world changes slightly. Plants change, structures transform, the sky shifts colors. It's a visual storytelling technique that's genuinely cool. The PlayStation 5 handles all the special effects and lighting perfectly, which matters when the screen fills with action. Boss designs are spectacular massive creatures that transform visually as you fight them. What they're showing looks polished and unique. If the gameplay stays fresh and the story is great, this could be a surprise hit that looks way better than you'd expect. I'm really excited about this one. No Law is expected in 2026, and it's basically a Western adventure set in a post-apocalyptic world with graphics that look absolutely amazing. We're in an Old West where you explore vast wastelands and desert landscapes. The environment design is fantastic. Desert wastelands that stretch forever, old Western towns, canyons with settlements built into cliffsides. The attention to detail is impressive. You can see weathered materials on every surface, sun-worn wood, and fabric that looks aged by time. Everything looks realistic and authentic. Character models are super detailed with that lived-in look that makes everyone feel real. Your cowboy hero looks like they've actually survived adventures in this harsh world. The horses, yeah, you still ride horses, look incredible with realistic movement and beautiful details. The action is exciting and fast-paced. When you're in adventures, the effects look great with realistic physics. The weather effects are phenomenal. Sandstorms create genuine challenge and atmosphere. Sunset casts this orange glow over everything that's beautiful, and nighttime creates mystery and adventure. The PlayStation 5 is showing massive landscapes without any loading, letting you see the full wasteland. Graphically, this is showing us a Western adventure we've never quite seen before, and it looks tough and gorgeous. This looks like a really unique adventure game. September 9th brings us Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game. And wow, does this look incredible. It's a Chinese action game with combat inspired by stylish action games and graphics that rival anything from major studios. The setting is this dark fantasy version of ancient China, and the art direction is breathtaking. We're talking about mysterious forests with amazing trees, ancient temples with architecture that's both beautiful and magical, cities where traditional Chinese design meets fantasy imagery. The attention to cultural detail is fantastic, while still being creative and imaginative. Your character is this skilled warrior with special abilities, and the animation work is insane. Combat is super fast with combos that flow together smoothly. The camera work during battles is cinematic, zooming and moving to show off the action. When you're battling enemies, the sword effects look phenomenal and stylish. Boss fights are the real showcase massive warriors and creatures with designs inspired by Chinese mythology, but made even more epic. The special effects during special moves light up the screen with fire, lightning, and energy that all look spectacular. Character models are incredibly detailed with cloth physics that make robes and hair flow naturally and realistically. The PlayStation 5 is clearly being pushed hard to keep everything running super smoothly during all this exciting action. If you want stylish action combat with graphics that prove developers can create amazing games with Chinese cultural inspiration, this is it. This looks absolutely phenomenal. Mark September 9th on your calendar. I can't wait. Look, 2026 is shaping up to be absolutely amazing with gorgeous games. But here's the thing, the most important part is that these games are fun to play, not just beautiful to look at. Graphics are awesome, but great gameplay is what makes a game truly special. That said, if even half of these games are as fun as they look, we're in for an incredible year. The PlayStation 5 is finally showing us what it can really do, and it's so exciting. Which game are you most hyped for? Drop your favorite in the comments below. I want to know which one you're most excited about. Maybe it's the underwater adventures of Tomb Raider, or the space exploration in Aphelion, or the magical world of Fable. There are so many amazing choices, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more awesome gaming content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. I'll see you in the next video with more incredible games to explore. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming, everyone!